Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting and riveting and amazing Propagandacast from your host, Imperial Dane, the one and only master propaganda heroes like defender of the fatherland. Off here to a 2v2 on Campbell's Convoy, that tragic convoy where so much soup was lost. In the southwest, we have Jlodge and Kriegshase, or war hare, fighting here for the German army, the 10th Panzer Division. 3rd and 5th, 6th Panzergrenadier companies. In the northeast, it is Havoc and it's Menty, fighting for the British Empire, the Commonwealth here with the 7th Armoured Division. Number 3 and number 7 companies. So we're off to the races here. We got Coastal Battle Group there straight off here from Kriegshase. And as always, a big hearty thanks to my patrons, supporters for the continuous, generous, and absolutely delightful support of the Propagandacast. And a big thanks to those who keep commenting and liking on my videos. Helps out enormously with the YouTube algorithms, which otherwise would like to bury me in the desert. So, Havoc given no battle group, Menty neither yet as well, that they're discussing in the comments. Jlodge calls nothing, calls just leaves Kriegshase with a few Italians being sent to the front line. I mean, certainly Italian troops being mixed together with German troops was quite common in North Africa, so the Germans didn't trust the Italians that much to not melt away, so they typically, mix it in between each other to ensure the Italians stay their ground. Section setting out here for the middle round in the south, sappers advancing with a Sten gun Mark II, the first British, largely used submachine gun. They produced the Lanchester before that, but that was only really used by the Navy. It was basically just a straight up copy of the German MP-28. It wasn't 24, but are those two there? Anyways, big push here in the centre, big-ish. We got British forces still up behind a burning Churchill tank, engaging Italian troops in forts here, holding the back with the Lee Enfield here. In the south, though, there's a bit more here going on, slowly developing. British forces attacking to the Panzergrenadiers with more on the way for Jlodge. And far up north, pioneers was the sappers. That's going to win for the sappers, short of divine intervention by the Lord Almighty himself. Third section out there for Havoc. Second down to 3 men there. In the south here, Panzer goes there, fighting up with the sections up close. Convoy GKs versus Lee Enfield. Bolt action on bolt action. Sappers closing in, no. One section pushback. Panzer was almost getting wiped out here. Not doing great there for Jlodge. The Panzer Pioneer were known to be seen. And I'd certainly argue he should have kept, the Panzer Pioneers close by. Should have tried to draw it into the fight with those. Instead, he kind of made it easy here, I think, for Havoc to draw out his men and beat them, in a more suitable fashion for him. In the center, a third section of Italian troops arrived to further reinforce the fighting here. No MGs there out of Kriegshase yet. Losses continue to pile up there for the Germans there on pretty much every major point here so far. Not the greatest opening here for the German army. Panzer goes there catching the section. Falls them back down to half health though, so should have a good chance there. And up here, the Italians keep up the fight, but we already got one section at Veterans who won, so not a great one there for Kriegshase. Section force wait, we've already got fresh sections going in. There we got tech for Jlodge. No half tracks out of him. Bit of a rare sight nowadays, as most DAK players are definitely leaning heavier into the 250 half track and the 250-9. Jlodge there just seemed to be a fan of the Panzergrenadier, and who can blame him? They're so neat. So far, though, we're not really seeing much there battle group wise, except an awful lot of Italian troops. He's up to a 4-section build here, and we got the offside as well. That's pretty heavy on the Italians there out of him. I've been seeing some players go very heavy on them. We'll never see how much he's going to go for the fire support on for Jlodge. This one has got his light support company up. Havoc here with Indian artillery. Got war cry selected. Which makes sense within the courtesy of the Gurkhas, but I can't really imagine the British really going for a big war cry. Biscuits! You're not frightening me, British up. Spam? XX and spam? Your terrible tasting food is a bit frightening, yeah. Up north here, the fresh wave of town troops being pushed into the lines here of Menty. Sappers are closing in, but they're getting focused down now pretty aggressively. Got Telecon as well here. Got that Italian mortar fire raining down death from above here. Sappers are getting focused down here. Definitely not ideal there for Menty having to stuck out there. In the south, German troops pushing forward. We've got an early MG-35 here for Jlodge. You don't see that too often, I feel like, fast MGs there. Over to Menty. And over to Kriegshase. With again an awful lot of Italians. Definitely one of the more heavy Italian builds I've seen in a bit there. You'd almost figure they'd go for the officer training to like further leverage, you know, the sheer numbers here. Instead he's going for the Panzer company, which is fine as well. But typically when players like go for this many units, they go for the officers' quarters. So minor critique, then certainly would also recommend going for. You don't have to, but you would benefit a lot from it, is what my point here. How poorly I'm making it. Now we got the British force being pushed back, the sheer number of Kakana built action rifles raining on death, and of course the artillery from the officer. Mines being laid down in the Schutzmines, but Cancer as a sapper, of course, a CNET could just go for minesweepers, but also cruise to the Panzer Pioneers would take a lot of damage. In fact, right here, Jlodge needs to retreat, they're low in health, sappers are closing in. That definitely feels like a question move there by Jlodge. Yeah, that was a wipe that could have been easily avoided there. Humber rolling up the center here. Italians there trying to threaten with anti-tank grenades, but not quite managing it. And south side here, flak filling out. I'm guessing we're looking at a Pack 40 here out of Kriegshase. Yes, indeed, the Panzerabwehrkanone 40. Wall of rifle there fire there from the coastals there against the Humber. And of course, this is the argument for probably not going for the officer. Oh my goodness! Slip of the finger there. Bad pathing, I don't know, but got pelted there by the anti-tank grenades and just went down in a massive ball of fire there from the anti-tank grenade, which at least looks to be just a Molotov cocktail, but they just called it something else. And fun fact, most armies, to some degree at least, I know the Axis armies, make use of the Molotov. Obviously the Finnish who kind of invented it, but even the German army actually mass-produced Molotov cocktails, as they called them, Brandflash. They basically, like, you know, have old liquor factories, you know, stuff like that, distilleries, just churn out, you know, Molotovs instead. They'd have dark green bottles and then have, like, you know, various detonation mechanisms to, like, set it off there. It's typically one of those less discussed elements, but they were very much a thing. And I imagine the Italians obviously had some use as well. Yeah. Nice to see those in action, I guess, obviously, unless you're the guy who just watched his, armored car get blown apart by a bunch of angry Italians in a bender. Section there forced away. South side, British forces are poking through the southern line there. We got armored or heavy armor out there for Menty, with of course engineered detachments. Very powerful one there. Obviously we've seen players go really hard on it, but so far Menty is not going mental there. But now the German offensive up north here is bearing fruit. British lines there are bending, crackling, giving way here. Under the sheer numbers, we got medic bunkers here. Very good addition, of course, here, particularly coastal battle groups synergize incredibly well with it. They get free reinforcements from it. Plus, of course, the casualty recovery mechanic. Of course, a half-tech could also be an neat option, but oh wait, nice work there. Arguably a bit exposed, could at least head up behind these overturned trucks, at least provide some more direct cover, because here the British just meant to tank guns blast it. So, little note there, but otherwise, I do think it's a great idea there to have the medic bunker up that close to it, engaging M3 there out of Havoc, engaging those bloody Jerrys and Italians. And a 250 after got here for Jlodge there. In this case, having hauled the artillery forwards. Big old Italian blob there. Definitely think you should try and spread them a bit more, use cover a bit more actively. Even with free reinforcements, it can get a bit risky in there. You guys can see there, already now the medic bunker is heavily damaged. Again, frontline medic bunker position like this, I think, is good and neat, but again, you don't want to make it so your opponent can just move up there to tank and just, you know, start blasting. Again, trying to make use of natural features to at least make it a bit harder for the opponent to just start hammering away there. Quick note there. Got Gorkas there with the Bren gun. Immediately taking one loss there as the Italian Kakano rifle just drown them out there. Panzer Company for Kriegshase, really just leveraging the sheer numbers of Italians here. And moving forwards here. Falling back here. 6 punting on the move there. Italian troops there with the fancy little helmets there, which I believe was a copy of the French Adrian helmet. At least they used some of those as well. I think. I might be thinking of some other army actually, if I think about it. Taking a lot of damage. Stuart there taking also a significant amount of damage. North and south side that's getting overlooked by the Axis force. I get they do want like leverage, you know, raw firepower in one spot, but this is, you know, bit of a bigger map, and you know they need more than one victory point here. So I do think extending towards either the south or the north should happen here soon enough for the Germans. Having their Goping Howies, or more likely going Howie. That is howitzers. Maybe Goping is a Canadian slang for it, I don't know. Probably not. But anyways, Chile going in there over to Havoc. And over to Jlodge. Yeah, bunker again, getting hammered here. Again, highlighting a bit the weakness in the setup there by him.
Anti-air tanks are available.
Crusader tanks then are an option as well.
Light vehicles can be withdrawn from the battlefield.
And there we go, bunker down, nothing but a pile of broken concrete. British force tank from the north here. Arguably could try for a slightly deeper flank path to an attack from here, catching the Italians in a bit more out of cover here than the current approach, honestly. Ambulance on the way for Jlodge. Gurkhas they're being held up by the flak feeling. We got the Stuarts sort of hanging back south side. There's a bit of progress by the German army there on the Jlodge. And we got armored support. So that means now all four players have picked a battle group. 250 Arctic rushing forwards.
Grenades are being distributed to the men.
Grenades on the way. Certainly with a lot of the Italian troops, grenades are going to be particularly effective, but arguably so would a heavy mortar, honestly. Like, I think a heavy mortar will be great just punishing all these Italian troops that are heavily reliant on using cover. But there you go.
We're losing a victory point.
Kriegshase orders the Italian troops to advance. Come hell or high water.
Rifle grenades and anti-tank grenades are now available.
And we got the rifle grenades ready. South side here, rolling in.
The enemy has control.
465 to 13 so far. Allied forces got a good victory point lead. And there you go. Direct artillery hit. Clears out the 6-pounder gun. This could be a nice haul for the Axis forces. Flak feeling to exploit this gap here. Sappers trying to defend, but they're getting absolutely shredded here. Havoc needs to withdraw the remaining. Well, he can't withdraw him in time. He's dead. He's gone. He's biscuit fodder. Trying to sneak around here north. Sappers on the way there for Havoc to replace the ones he did lose. But yeah, they're pushing hard on the fuel point, which does make sense, but there's still like nothing here. So, bit of continued fighting here. Jlodge likely going for the Panzer Company soon here in a Panther 3, or maybe going straight for armed reserves. But there you go. Havoc, with a sufficient number of Gurkhas and support from his teammate, is able to break here Kriegsase's northern positions, as lacking any easy way of reinforcing. Obviously, they can only do so much. South side here, column moving force there for Jlodge.
Tank crews are on standby for orders.
Which does mean the center is actually now wide open, and Havoc is quick to seize upon it. Stuart also moving forwards, back at the Allied base. We've got a company command post out there for Menty already, pushing for those glorious British/American tanks. And we got the Sturmpanzer out here for Kriegshase. Not much of a surprise here. Big gun, big explosions, big chunks of infantry all over the place.
We're losing a munitions point.
And obviously, basically acting as rear guard. We do get another bunker, obviously a bit further away, though still arguably not quite making use of the natural features to make it a bit harder for the anti-tankers to like move up there, but at least it does require the anti-tankers to have a bit closer to the overall Axis lines. Section they're getting blasted. Gurkhas heroically firing at the Sturmpanzer, but also pointlessly, as their Bren guns are not going to do anything against that massive slab of armored steel.
Sector lost. Repeat. Sector lost.
We got 449-86 here. Section are taking a smashing hit here. 6-pounder gun bounces off the Sturmpanzer force frontal armor, flying off into a completely new world. Plenty of bunkers now going up here. Medic bunkers, support bunkers. And there you go, Jlodge with that Panzer Armee Kommando, or command, but you know, the Germans would call that a commando. Oh, to Menty once more. Going for those Churchill tanks. No Black Princes here, thank the heavens. And oh, to Kriegshase, who's also gone for call the reserves. Sappers have been apart here. Under heavy Kakano bolt action rifle fire. Mercilessly there. Delivering a lot of damage. We got the medics just sort of standing about them. All 6-pounder guns from Menty. We got the Churchill tank out here. Which I believe in this case is a Mark IV, which is one of the not quite late models, but not one of the earlier models either. Obviously Mark IV.
Victory point is in enemy hands.
Yeah, rolling forwards here. That's obviously going to be a bit of a headache for the Germans to deal with. In particular, Kriegshase, who's currently only has a pack 40. It's like engage it. The Sturmpanzer is going to be, quite frankly, of no use either. So Kriegshase for Crown Force composition, which is very aimed at like just finding infantry at budgetary level, is going to struggle a lot against the Churchill tank. He's bringing up more pack 40s. Oh, and a wipe. Good work there for Menty. Well, he's going to need something with a bit more oomph. In the center there, Havoc keeps applying pressure. South side, Havoc for now seems to have given it a bit, though of course he's likely waiting for his houses to get online. There you go. Got plenty of now being unleashed against Italian and German positions. Churchill tank there striking off the hits. The actual Churchill tank, like I think something aligned 150mm frontal armor. Meaning it could shrug off a fair amount of stuff. Panzers there rushing forwards. Got veteran squad as well there. Thumbs up to Jlodge. Gurkhas though charging in there. Big artillery fire back here. Sturmpanzer withdrawing. Churchill tank is just a massive, menacing block of metal there for the Germans to try and break here. Still surprised there's like nothing happening there, but again, it feels like it just highlights here that Kriegshase is relying too heavily on blobs, which again limits his actual map control, but also makes him more vulnerable when something like a Churchill tank appears or artillery starts hammering away there. This is definitely complicating the situation for Kriegshase. And we're clearly quite fond of his artillery. Almost got the Churchill tank here though. And we got supporting elements here from Jlodge rushing as well here. Almost got the sappers. If they take out the Churchill tank, that would obviously be hugely beneficial for the Germans. Massive blow there as well to Menty. Flakfin rushing. Grenades are being chucked here. Panzers there moving in. Clearly looking to keep the anti-tank from doing much here. As he wants to just finish off that. Oh, we got one of the anti-tanks briefly. There you go. Got a large force of Brits there. Anti-tanks are both being wiped out here. British forces pouring forwards. Pack 40 at the ready as well here. Breaking the 6-pounder guns. Definitely don't want the Allies to get their hands on them. Good move there. Some players I find have tendencies to like try and push for a target like this when they could just destroy the anti-tank guns, which would still be a significant loss. But there you go. Red Key section charging in there. Havoc now also moving in to assist his teammates. Sturmpanzer withdrawing as swiftly as it can, which obviously isn't very swiftly. Pack 38 as well. The south has been completely given over to the Allies, but seeing as the answer mostly in the north, that is pretty good. Kriegshase's blobbing tactics continue. Smoke being deployed here by the Gurkhas. Thumbs up. Sturmpanzer kaput. Munitions cooked off.
Anti-tank guns is gone.
And Italian forces and German panzers charging ahead here. Really starting to take heavy losses. Doesn't even like any pioneers. I certainly would recommend some Starsturm or some other like heavy infantry than the coastal service at this point. So much artillery all over the place here. Got a Crusader tank here out of Havoc. South here bunker still standing. Despite Havoc's best attempts. Yeah, his Menty's Churchill tank did survive, and that is pretty big for Menty. In particular, if Menty soon gets another Churchill tank going, that could be particularly uncomfortable for the Germans, in particular again Kriegshase. And we got double strokes out of Jlodge, 2 thumbs up. Stug reserves are summoned. Up north here, we actually got attempted to grab the northern victory point by the German army. We got Havoc there with this Crusader 2 here. Engaging with its 2-pounder gun. Another Sturmpanzer for Kriegshase though. I feel like at this point Panther Force will start to make a bit more sense, but that's just me. Packs are catching the Crusader tank here. Not great terrain to try and dodge packs like that, so decent punish here of Havoc, and down it goes back to Havoc. Now short one Crusader. These got more on the way because they are very much the T-34s of the desert in game. That is cheap, fast, and fairly combustible. Also a lot of gunpowder. Of course, but the actual T-34 does also share the fact they use the same type of suspension, the Christie suspension, which, while very fast, also makes a tank very unstable on the move. And the British would actually try to provide a lot of means of stabilizing, and that somewhat worked, but it still had some issues. Which is why they stopped, using it on future tanks. It just wasn't worth the effort. They're getting shocked. German troops pursuing it here. Stooks rolling in, supported here by the flak feeling. Got the Pinot machines upgraded. 2 thumbs up. We got a mine exploding there up north. Sturmpanzer rolling in. And there we go. Menty with the second Churchill tank. And we got more artillery on the bunkers here. There's definitely getting some work done there. Still doing a bit of light self-repairs. Gurkha's withdrawing. And we got team weapon training out of Havoc. Likely for the benefit of both the anti-tank guns, but also believe the howitzer. That's pretty much also all he's got that is a team weapon.
An infantry training is underway, Commander.
Another steady push here by Kriegshase with the Pack 40s and the Italian troops here. We got the second church ready. We got Bren gunners there. And we got artillery loaders called in. Menty there looking to disable the German assault there. And again, punishing Kriegshase for what is effectively block tactics here. We can see massive losses piling up now.
Our infantry will be better prepared. Our munitions point is being overrun.
Looks like units that avoid getting utterly annihilated in the south though. Bigger battle here between Jlodge and Havoc as well. We got the Gurkhas there getting pummeled. We got aircraft guns firing at the passing British loiter there. Up north, you can see that Kriegshase has been forced to withdraw. Obviously not quite able to match that. In the south, Havoc similarly, though, is unable to really deal with the Sturmgeschütze. And aircraft shot down here by the Ace crew. And of course, for some reason, the entire thing was packed with explosives. And Jlodge is actually in a very, very rare sight, going for second flak feeling, likely to provide more dense anti-aircraft coverage against the reconnoiter. It's actually pretty rare to see. There goes Stooks being forced getting flanked here, though. Not ideal. There should have some infantry screening there, making sure the Stooks landed easily flanked. But Jlodge there avoids the worst of it. That is, losing any Stooks. Up north, church tanks have been repaired again. Not quite pushing in as hard. We got 316, 7 versus 19. And there we go. Kettenkrans now here for Kriegshase. No Starstruben. And go Churchill there being hammered by the countless anti-tank guns. We got artillery fire in the center there. And another Crusader there for Havoc. Pack crew suffering massive damage out of that howitzer. Betchy 2 there as well. Bishop's being prepared. Even more artillery to bring to bear upon those bloody Germans. Up north, the Italian troops, once were trying to pierce the front line again, once more, the northwest is kind of ignored. Heavy damage inflicted, rifle grenades off. In the south, fresh build up here by Jlodge. Double flak feelings, double Stooks, and a decent mix of panzers. There we go, actually getting flanked here. Moving in swiftly with the Panzer Grenadiers. Troops are being mauled. We got artillery calling as well here. There we go. Gurkhas, I think, got utterly obliterated there. Be careful that Stook, though. Airburst shells. We got Italian troops pushing in. And a Churchill tank on the move. More artillery there being unleashed. And back to Menty. And back to Kriegshase. We've now got triple anti-tank guns going. Definitely feels a bit like an overcommitment there, particularly when your opponent has artillery and Mutkuff. Even more artillery, having that many anti-tank guns, particularly like any moving formation like that, does feel like a bit of a risk and could get punished quite severely with a bit of luck for the Allies. There we go. Menty with the Bishop. At which point I suddenly start thinking of an old Monty Python skit. The Bishop. And Kriegshase meanwhile goes for another Sturmpanzer. Again though, blow-up tactics here. Which again, with the sheer amount of artillery, but also infantry tanks like the Churchill tanks, feels a bit risky there, to put it gently. I mean, obviously it has its strengths, but it also has big weaknesses. The opponent knows how to exploit them. So we called in, got the Campbell to spot there for it. Cheeky play there by Kriegshase. Second Sturmpanzer's almost done. Rolling forward, 6 pounder guns are hiding out, engaging the advancing German armor. Dukes today getting hammered. Crusaders at the ready. Now 17 pounder guns, they do have an ambulance. There you go. Quickly falling back here. Second Sturmpanzer moving forwards. Bunkers continue to get blasted. Even got a pack bunker out here for Kriegshase, which I missed earlier. And in the south here, Havoc sneaks up some sappers, exploiting the German again, heavy center focus. Towns will move again there. Rich just hightailing out of that one. So much artillery though. Another charge out of Jlodge, launching himself at Havoc's position, supported by artillery. Sturmpanzers going for a sledgehammer push up northeast direction. But British force putting some defense here. Sappers down there to the Sturmpanzers, taking massive losses. Churchill striking off a decent amount of the pack shots still, with triple guns firing at it, somehow bound to get through. Meanwhile, we got here Jlodge breaking through there. Havoc's flank has been pierced, punctured, and we got the 6 pounder guns there, digging in, entrenching there, halting up at least the German assault somewhat. Nicely timed there, thumbs up. But the assault continues. Churchill tank here getting pummeled and devastated. A big blow to Menty. Bishop there, possibly firing away. They're hard to say there. We got loiters raining down death as well. Ambulance somehow survives that entire affair. Brutal push there by the Germans, brutal, but again they are losing ground elsewhere as they are so laser focused on like just a small part of the map here. They're down to 192 versus the Allies 295. Direct hit there again.
17 pounders are being made available.
I'm amazed it's actually moving towards the bunker, considering again it is under direct fire there from various artillery pieces.
Our victory point is being overrun.
Meanwhile, Menty's down to prepare 17 pounder guns as well. And we got armored side goes for Kriegshase. Thumbs up.
Victory point under enemy control.
Sturmpanzer inching forwards. Bishop's hard at work. And there you go, pack wiped, 2 packs wiped, and the medic bunker explodes. So much artillery. In the center, British forces sneaking in, north side has fallen to the Italians again. We got 292 to 181. There you go, 17 pounder gun rank to Menty up north here. Italian troops are dug in here, but the northern Vic pump, we've got the British ready to try and evict them. Though, of course, whether they succeed, that is entirely different matter. Of course, the officer's going to make that a very difficult task. Steady push in the center once more. German force they're withdrawing. Kriegshase has lost, well, his medic bunkers. Obviously things a bit tough. He's going for another Pack 40 here.
Anti-tank crews
Which,
are on
again,
standby
considering the
orders.
sheer number of artillery pieces in the field,
Supplies aren't making it back to
does
HQ.
appear to me
Lines cut.
a bit like a questionable move. We got the southern victory point, but the ruins seized here by Jlodge. And let's pop back to Havoc and to Jlodge once more. And more Crusaders there for Havoc. This houses the ace level. And Jlodge has summoned the Tiger tank. In what is effectively a early war pattern camouflage. Because most people tend to assume they just, use Dunkelgrau or dark grey for, painting it. They would actually apply a very rudimentary pattern there using brown as well there. Sort of splotches of it. Fun fact. Fun fact. Tiger, they're pushing forwards here. Rolling through the terrain. Gurkhas are being forced back. Germans rolling ahead here. Bolstered by the arrival of the mighty Tiger tank. And we can see there, though, Menty's forces are getting absolutely blistered by the Tiger tank. Also got the Howitzer still work because Triple Crusaders there out of Havoc. We got Bishops and Churches there, plus 17 Pounder guns out of Menty.
The enemy has our victory points now.
Looks like Jlodge's playing something here.
Commander, we have artillery on standby.
Though what that could be is, of course, another matter entirely. Another medic bunker set up there. A bit further away. Onto this point, it might also just be worthwhile here for Kriegshase to invest into like a repair bunker. Meanwhile, Havoc's tank column is on the move here. All 3 Crusaders upgraded with a 6-pounder gun. Little fun fact, once of course they stopped using Crusader tanks, still had a lot of those turrets with guns, and they actually later into the war, once it's got the Staghound armored car, eventually upgrade those with those 6-pounder guns, turrets there. Fun fact. There you go, 17-pounder gun smashing into the Tiger tank here. Big hit there. In fact, we got 2 17-pounder guns out of the arse. One for Havoc, one for Menty. Spicy choice there. It's definitely required the Germans to get a bit more clever about any attacks. And there you go, though we could, yes, see a wreckage section knocked out. Jlodge orders the men forwards, the Panzers are pushing forwards, catching the 17-pounder gun here. Looking to quickly hold out. They did make towing guns a bit easier. Thumbs up to that, but there you go. Flak field moving in, but there you go. Anti-tankers at the ready. Other 17-pounder gun hightailing it. Trucks are getting shredded. Flak fielding kaput. Grenades galore there on the anti-tank guns. We got the church tank, they're getting plastered as well there with anti-tank grenades. Nice push, but now we got the Crusaders swinging in here, going for the Tiger tank, bypassing German lines here. They were so focused up north, the Havoc saw the opportunity and went for it. 2 thumbs up. Beautiful flank here. Tiger tank kaput as its side armor gets pierced. Now the Sturmpanzer in trouble as well. And the packs have been wiped. Sturmpanzer down. The Crusaders are just wreaking havoc apart. Even like loses just 1 Crusader, 2. The damage well done with these Crusaders will have been more than worth it. So close all to getting the arm. There you go. Meanwhile, more artillery fire is ripping through Kriegshase's lines. Ooh, where ammunition is knocked out. Support bunkers getting knocked out. These Crusaders are doing so much damage. They're also technically doing what they're meant to do. They were known as what was a cruiser tank. Their job was, once the line had been pierced, they meant like just, swing in and do a lot of damage elsewhere. That's kind of what they're doing, so 2 thumbs up to Havoc to using the tanks in a way that reflects how it was meant to be used by British doctrine. And we got line gun here. Holy smokes, man. That just did so much damage to the Germans. Good God. Like, Jlodge just has lost almost everything. Except his Panzer Grenadiers. The rest is just gone. And Kriegshase has definitely seen better days as well.
Victory point under enemy control.
I think he's lost a good portion of his infantry as well, at least some of it. I think the officer at least has expired. He did lose his Sturmpanzers.
Churchill heavy anti-tank is reporting.
Another church tank ready for
The
Menty.
enemy has a tactical advantage.
Havoc
over us.
did also take some losses, but I'd say compared to how much damage he's done, I think that more than compensates. Over to Menty, who's got the foot guards on the way, plus another Churchill tank. Over to Kriegshase, who's finally going for Starsturm. 2 thumbs up, and he's also got another Sturmpanzer out, though. And a part of me starting to think, some Panther Force would be a great way of, helping push back against all these Crusaders. And, other stuff.
The enemy has pushed us back from our sector.
Fresh Sturmpanzer out. Got the bunker there being repaired.
We have the edge, gentlemen. Push the advantage.
173 was 171.
I say, we have guards on standby.
And there we go, Starstorm ready.
The beggars are threatening a victory point.
We got so much artillery being unleashed upon the Germans, unsurprisingly. Meanwhile, Menty there pushing for the north.
Victory point belongs to
And we
the
got
enemy.
here the Tiger tank being salvaged. Starstorm almost got obliterated there, I think, by a stray artillery hit already. Painful there for Kriegshase, that's for sure. And there you go, got the Tiger tank salvaged. Should make it easy to get another one going.
You need recce? Here we are.
There you go, Starstorm there. Over at the medic bunker, already needing it before they even had a chance to shoot at anything. Jump had to get hit by the 17-pounder gun. And now we got the foot guards also pushing in, and just Kriegshase northern lines are in absolute disarray. He's moving into Starstorm without getting them fully reinforced here as well. Definitely a sense here that he's being pushed to his limits. Pioneers in the way, definitely necessary. As well. Also going for that northern victory point. But these Starstorm need to be reinforced and healed up. I also think at this point, just like a single stray shot could take them
Victory
out.
point is in enemy hands.
And we got Havoc suddenly with a Matilda too. So he doesn't feel like he needs any more Tiger tanks. Southern victory points forms well. Then we got 173 to 114. The Allies continue to build up the lead once more against the Axis. And there you go, fresh Tiger tank here out of Jlodge. Another Tiger. Amazon move that Tiger tank struggling off hit from the Till 2. Not too much of a surprise there. Very low chance of penetrating even the sidearm of that thing with the 2-pounder gun.
We've lost a sector.
North, a bit of skirmishing. Sturmpanzer being rolled in. Starsturm are all the way over there. In the south here, we got Harry there rolling in his armored fist. The Matilda and the Crusaders. We got another Sturmpanzer for Kriegshase. Pack 38 crew there assisting the Tiger. Somebody called in. Oh, it's a loiter here out of Jlodge. And the Churchill, oh not the Churchill, the Matilda tank there goes up in flame and smoke. 17-pounder coming bronze pursuit with the Tiger tank.
Commander, we have artillery
Shooting.
on standby.
And the Starsturm got wiped there for Kriegshase. Wow, they barely did anything before they got destroyed. What a tragic waste of manpower there for them. 380 manpower
Enemy
just
have
straight down the
75
toilet.
points left. Don't let up now.
And instead he just keeps churning out more Sturmpanzers in the end. Under 73 to 66. Ooh, good shot there from the Churchill tank. But we'll need a few more to really do the job there. Packs on the job there. And of course, as soon as they reveal themselves, artillery starts finding them as well.
We're losing a victory
And there you go,
point.
one pack crew once more just explodes. Sturmpanzer being hit by the 17-pounder gun. Nice position here by Menty. Thumbs up. Looks like here Kriegshase is narrowly able to save it. Pioneers, though, did not, and they got wiped as well.
Point lost. The enemy
Like, at this point, part of the issue is just the way the Axis are playing is, in a sense, completely ignoring the fact that the Allies are just constantly hitting them with artillery fire. Like, they just keep sending the units in a way that makes them very good targets for the artillery. Certainly feel like highlights. There you go, got one of the Churchill tanks, but at least for Kriegshase, at what cost? And now we've got the Crusaders going for the flank. And again, without the anti-tank support, it's definitely going to be tougher here. Got one Sturm Panzer already. Got guards nearby, they're getting pulverized by it. One Crusader get knocked out, but still a Crusader for the Sturm Panzer is an eminently good trade. And we got the 17 Panzer up as well here. There we go. Got it. Truck in trouble. And more units being cleared out there. But guns about to get wiped out. Tiger tank in trouble. Absolutely just brutal fighting. And there you go. More artillery, more casualties, more death. Ambulance being rushed in. Looking at crew guns. He's looking to get that 17-pounder gun into German service. But effect loses it. And there you go. It got destroyed before the crew got to it. Which can happen, by the way. I guess there's like communication there between Kriegshase and Menty. Oh, to Havoc. He's going for Matilda again. Oh, to Jlodge, who's got next to nothing left except those Panzers and the Tiger tank. 158 versus 49. Pioneers are... Oh, they're just getting eaten alive by the Gurkhas. Utterly chaotic here. 17 pounder gun being brought into position. Tiger tank here. And the south side seems to have been once more been utterly forgotten. It looks like the Kriegshase have remembered it. And a Pack 38 here set up on the flank there, stolen from the Germans, plus a great 17-pounder gun hit here. Jlodge with Panda 3s, but it's really looking bad for him. Another great shot there. Wreckage section coming up, backed up with the Matilda. With what the Germans have left, it becomes very difficult to deal with this, in particular for Jlodge.
Victory point under enemy control.
Shot there, but there you go, Telephone rain down that direction. T gets almost down. Pack crews once more getting wiped here. And looking to finish off the remaining German bunker. 158-24 here. The Germans are in a very, very bad place. And I'm not talking about Stalingrad. German troops swinging forwards, crossing the absolutely destroyed landscape here. Matilda tanks find the engines bursting apart there under the sheer abuse being delivered upon them. Panther 3, Sturm Punch rolling, got 5 points left. 4 points left. Halts the bleeding for now. It's looking pretty desperate here. And there you go. Panther 3 kaput. More sappers for Havoc. But lay down a bunker here. I suppose to have to defend the southern victory point. That honestly I think would be pretty decent idea. There you go. Crusader being rushed in there. And the guy more to find the Tiger tank is down. Plus a Sturmpanzer. Plus a bunker. Yeah, and this artillery's just done so much there for the Allied forces. It certainly hasn't, like, hurt that the Germans just didn't really try anything to counter it, and just in many cases have actually played in a manner that, again, just makes the artillery more effective. So, more damage here, salvaging the Sturmpanzer and imagine the Tiger tank. Quick bit of recon there out of Menty, thumbs up. 4 points, 3 points. 2 points, and we got GG there.
One of our anti-tank guns has been destroyed.
1 point. That is it. Game over. A brutal match. Bloody. But yeah, I think for the Axis forces, part of it is again like, you know, they went for like a slower, more campy style versus the British, who are probably the faction that is most suited for dealing with that. I think that was like one of the major issues that was going on here. Like in that sense, there's a bit of disconnect as what they wanted to do and then, you know, what their opponents could do and actually did. In that sense, there's a lack of adaptation there. Plus, in particular, Kriegshase just, you know, I feel like could have leveraged the strategy just a bit more efficient in other respects. He was, I think, quickly hoping for just a quick win and then obviously for the match not to drag out. But once it dragged out, his force composition, he just kept sticking to come hell or high water, I think, just ended up betraying him. So there's definitely some issues there. But either way, hope you enjoyed this match. You learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment. Also, big thanks to Andrew for donating and supporting the Propagandacaster with his hard-earned money. Big thanks to you, Andrew. Cheers, everyone, and see you all tomorrow for the next episode. Bye, everyone.